presents the bottom line. The Stone Cold Censor.
Feed me more.
You just made the list.
Rest in peace.
What's up, Armchair Bookers? This guy. Anyway, what's up, Armchair Bookers? What's going on? We just did our review for the Raw and SmackDown of June 3rd and June 4th, 2019, respectively. And now we are going to get into the special event, like special event in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia for the Super Showdown, which is going to be this Friday at a special start time of, I believe, 2 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, going to go ahead and get into that. Before we get into it, I am your boy Jazz, and I'm here with my good friend, my best friend, my ace boom coon, my homie, my
What's
road
up,
dog,
y'all? You
my
know
pal,
who it is when
my
it's going
buddy,
down where it's at.
my
And we'll have it
main
here
man,
today.
my dude,
How you doing?
my soldier, my partner in crime, my homie G. Okay, I can't think of nothing else.
Homie G. What's up? It's me, Pete.
Okay.
I said my whole long thing while he was saying that. That's a lot of, there's a lot of words that were similar. Like, you're like a thesaurus. So nice.
But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this, everybody. Now, we've already given our thoughts on this thing, because we have a Greatest Royal Rumble thing. The Greatest Royal Rumble is what duped everybody. Like, let's just be honest, because after WrestleMania, everybody was like, "This is what WrestleMania should be."
Mm-hmm.
So the Greatest Royal Rumble came around, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah," and then it happened, and it was a glorified house show that clearly said, "Well, y'all gonna pay us a whole lot of cash, so we got to make sure that we do these shows, put on this show for y'all, so we can get them millions." So yeah, it's basically like, here's a nice little show, and we're gonna broadcast it because that's what we do. I did not see the Crown Jewel. We didn't have a recording podcast episode for the Crown Jewel because we weren't podcasting around that time. I heard
Right.
Crown Jewel was basically the same thing, even though
Crown
it was
stool, more like it.
brown stool. All right, but anyway, before we go off into a whole other tangent about you talking about Bobby Barron and all whatever the hell the last fucking like shit. Anyway,
Hey, I'll co-sign on us moving on.
cool. But yeah,
Because tangent. Math jokes.
nobody was gonna make that connection.
What? Tangent! It's literally a math thing. You got the sine, the cosine, and the tangent.
No, let me explain what I mean when I say that. If you say cosine, cos tangent, yeah. But if you just say tangent, blah, 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 cosine, anybody gonna
You
be
said
like,
before we go off on another tangent. Let's stop this before we go off on another tangent. Like, yeah, I'll co-sign on that.
No, because we had talked a little bit more before you said cosine, and nobody was gonna be like, oh, cosine, he must mean talking about cosines and tangents. Why nobody gonna catch that?
I think you just wouldn't catch it.
The explanation, yeah, it makes sense. Why nobody gonna catch
You're
that?
too
just
busy
off hand?
being a thesaurus and not a calculator. It's all right. I got you.
That's for you, Pete.
Your nose? What's your nose got to do with this?
Nothing. Just you pick your friends. You can pick your nose. You can't pick your friend's nose unless you're nasty. And I mean, yeah, that's what y'all get down with. And shoot, nasty's an eye of the beholder, and pretty much all opinionated. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this show, man. Like I said, I didn't see the Crown Jewel, but I heard that it was basically another glorified house show just in Australia. Because according to what my big bro said, Shawn Michaels made his return after years, and everybody was saying, Shawn Michaels, you came back for this.
Mhm.
So yeah. All right. So first match: Triple H versus Randy Orton. Got the tried and true legacy of Evolution, and then throughout their careers. Triple H versus Randy Orton. Again, man, I'll be hard pressed to believe any of these matches matter. And of course, we got. I'm just gonna say it. There are no women's matches because that is Saudi Arabia's, you know,
Who doesn't know that
policy
by now?
ways, the way they go about things. I'm just bringing it up just to bring it up. We ain't got to talk about it. Just bring it up to say it because, you know. Anyway, so Triple H versus Randy Orton. I don't. I'm hard pressed to really pick winners for any of these because I don't necessarily give a fuck. But I'll say, uh, shit, HHH, Triple H.
I'm going Wendy.
Any particular reason?
My heart's telling me Triple H is gonna do what Triple H do and just be like, I win. It's all about me because I say it. Blah blah blah. But at the same time, Wendy's one of his boys, and neither of them really needs. Oh, Randy needs that. No, Randy's fucking Randy goddamn Orton. You know, it's what it
Neither
is.
neither one of them need any type of. Speaking of
That's what
Charlotte,
I'm saying.
with her
That's what I'm
shining lamp,
saying. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. But I feel like because Randy's still on TV,
yeah.
go ahead and let Randy have this one. Because Triple H, obviously, it ain't for Triple H's career, so Randy's got a shot.
Triple H. I mean, not Triple H. Randy could use a good look as far as winning a match more than Triple H could. That's true. Even though neither one of them needs shit because
Yeah.
their legacies. Shout out to Legacy, but their legacies are solidified. So,
Mm-hmm.
50-man battle royal. I don't know who's in this motherfucker. I don't know.
You ain't gonna find a list of all 50 either, so.
Yeah, like I saw somewhere apparently that the list of some of the competitors supposedly got leaked. I'm not gonna look for it because I don't care that much, and it's not everybody anyway. So I'm just
Well,
gonna.
regardless of who shows up as a surprise, you know only a handful of people have a chance of winning this anyway, so.
Hell yeah. So I'm just gonna say that the winner is. I don't fucking know. I would say Braun, but Braun is fighting, so Lars is fighting. Lars, honestly, if Lars wasn't fighting, Lars would have been my pick. Big dude, and they're like giving him a lot of shine. Uh, fuck. I don't know, P. Who you think gonna win?
Who's Braun fighting?
Braun is fighting Bobby Lashley.
See, I was just gonna say Braun.
That's what I say. I would have said Braun too, yeah, because he won the fucking he won the reverse of this, which is the Royal Rumble. So not the reverse, but you know what I mean.
Fuck it. I'm saying Braun.
That doesn't make any sense
Why doesn't it?
unless you're saying that he's gonna be in the Battle Royal and then fight later on that night.
It's Braun. Does that not sound like something he would do?
I don't know, man. Ricochet.
There you go.
Ricochet ain't winning shit. Ricochet, he might be in the match. Ricochet ain't about to win a goddamn thing.
Wait. Is Drew doing anything?
Ooh, Drew is a good pick. You know, Drew was gonna be in Shane's corner. He's not billed as being in Shane's corner, but you know Drew is gonna be in Shane's corner versus Roman though. But he can still be in the Battle Royal and in Shane's corner too. Drew is a good pick. You gonna say Drew?
No, I'm saying Miz.
Miz ain't a bad pick either.
Yeah, I'm going Miz.
Honestly, I'm gonna steal your idea, even though it's not original worth nothing, because I couldn't think of nothing anyway. I'm gonna say McIntyre.
All right.
Yeah, that's actually a good pick. All right, next. All right, Goldberg versus The Undertaker. Leia. Shit. Sting fucking like becomes finally like part of like the recurring main roster, and then loses his first WrestleMania match. Granted, this is the WrestleMania, but I mean it shows you like old WWE, I mean WCW like big like main eventers. You come to the to WWE, they still not gonna throw you a bone because it's your
Yeah,
first fucking like show.
yeah. But Goldberg has had a lot of time in WWE as well, and also his first comeback from a long time. They just fucking gave him a championship and had him shit on Kevin Owens.
True.
So
It's
he's in a different light than Sting.
True. Um, it's hard to call on this too because we know Taker is Taker. Undertaker is very much into both these dudes though. Undertaker is very much into the whole old school like go out on your back type of style, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And if this is Taker's last match, although we know Taker ain't hanging it up, but if this is Taker's last match, he would probably go out on his back. I don't fucking know. Everything is telling me Goldberg, but I mean everything is telling me Taker, but I'm gonna say Goldberg
You're saying Goldberg?
because everything is telling me Taker, but I'm picking Goldberg. Something about like what you said about Goldberg winning the title and everything. Yeah, basically this is you like predicting against yourself because you're giving me ideas for who to pick. Like what the hell?
I just didn't want you to also say Undertaker. So I'm like, nah, you should go there. Nah, I was gonna go with Undertaker the whole time. Yeah, I'm going with the goddamn Undertaker because he's the goddamn Undertaker. Also, the reasons you were saying earlier, that was my initial thing. Like, finally, the icon of WWE versus the icon of WCW. Fuck you, WWE wins because I'm Vince McMahon. Damn it.
Well,
Also, Hager's not going out on his back anytime soon because the man's gonna fucking die in that ring. You know, if that's what he wants, that's what it is. And I thought of another reason that I won't get into.
Okay, well, hopefully you remember you could tell me off air. I really want to know where we're going with that one. But anyway, but no, everybody says like yeah, like they say how Vince McMahon is gonna die like on the road or like like in the chair for WWE. Like he's not gonna give up full control of WWE until he passes. Taker is not stepping out of that ring until he pretty much is on his deathbed. Probably.
And he'll find some way to actually be a goddamn zombie wizard. And he'll still stick around.
Wow.
And I'll be okay with it because it's the goddamn Undertaker.
Wow. Shout out to the first episode of ECW, WWE ECW on Sci-Fi versus Sandman.
The zombie.
Yep. All right. Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley.
I mean...
Braun.
I mean...
I will say this, man.
Someone's getting these hands.
I will say this, man. Every time I see Lashley now with whatever is going on backstage, granted it's all rumors or whatever, but damn, that dude really missing Leo right now.
Oh, yeah.
Leo
He
Rush.
ain't never been good on the mic.
Lashley's not terrible on the mic. I mean, now granted, he used to be like awful. That dude used to be swamp water, like garbage juice trash. Like let's just be honest. But now he's not bad on the mic now. But Leo Rush has so much charisma and such great mic skills. He was like the best thing to happen to Bobby Lashley since his return with fucking Lashley's sisters. But yeah, Leo is the best thing to happen to fucking like Bobby. Like and now he doesn't have him anymore. And that's like very like upsetting. But anyway, we got Andrade versus Finn Balor, who has the title for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I said that Andrade would take it from him, and I would think he would. The only thing, because Andrade is my pick initially, the only thing that is making me somewhat second guess myself is, will they have a title change hands overseas at something that we all refer to as a glorified house show?
I don't know.
That's the only thing that make because I mean, like between Finn Balor and Andrade, I think we can both agree they care more about Andrade right now.
Mm-hmm.
But Finn Balor having the title, would the title change hands in Jeddah at Super Showdown, like glorified house show type deal? That's the only thing that make me like somewhat question it. I'm gonna say Andrade, but I think I'm gonna be wrong. Just because of the title changing hands.
My heart is telling me Andrade just because WWE, like you said, doesn't like Finn Balor. But it is a filler arc overseas. And it is for the title. And the Demon's off cooldown.
You can't.
And it's like, do they really want to not only do they just want to have a title change hands at the during the filler arc, but do they want to waste the Demon's first loss on a filler arc in a crowd that doesn't necessarily actually care about the significance?
He is going to be Demon Balor, isn't he?
Yep. Demon's off cooldown. That's why I was saying that.
He is Demon. Dang, that changes things in my opinion. I'm saying Finn now because not only is it not only is it overseas. I forgot he was Demon. Not only is it overseas and he's got the title, but it's the Demon. Like again, you helped me with my answer. But at the same time, though, that wasn't necessarily like you helped me with an answer. You just reminded me of something. Same difference, Jazz. Anyway. But yeah. So I'm saying Finn. You saying Andrade?
No. I'm saying Finn. I said my heart's telling me Andrade, but I'm saying Finn because... Or my mind is telling me Andrade because of the reason you mentioned, but I'm going with the heart and saying, like, Finn shouldn't lose this. There's too many reasons he should not lose this, and that's what I was saying earlier. Demon's off cooldown. It's overseas. Demon hasn't lost yet. You don't really want to wait, and it's for the title, so you don't really want to waste the title change and the Demon's first loss in front of a crowd that doesn't really give a damn about either of those things.
I thought you were still saying Andrade, but you were saying the reasons why you think you'd be wrong. I misunderstood you.
I'm just saying I could see Andrade winning because Vince doesn't give a damn about any of that shit.
Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon singles match. It's a little bit of a tough call too, because we know how they are on Roman, and then Shane McMahon is Shane McMahon. Like, no brainer. Shane has been getting so many like victories. Is it time for the bad guy to get his comeuppance? You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. And then, of course, is it going to be the whole tried and true? Whoever ends up standing tall before the event is the one who ends up losing at the event.
In which case, Andrade would be losing with the Finn thing,
right? And that would mean that Roman would win with this one. I'm going to go ahead and say it ain't gonna hurt either one of them to lose, even if this wasn't like a glorified house show.
Yeah, because if Shane wins, it'll just be like he's been doing with the Miz and win via bullshit.
Like, but I'm saying, like, if this was like a SummerSlam, it wouldn't hurt either one of them to lose necessarily because they're both so high on the food chain right now. I'm gonna go ahead and say Roman because Romans to Roman or Roman while Romaning.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Roman like anyway because it's like it's Roman. Roman ain't the Miz.
It almost sounded like you said Roman ate the Miz.
I mean, he might. He's a dog. Because he's the big dog, not an insult to Roman.
I think we all knew what you meant.
Just saying.
You think somebody would have found that like insulting?
That's People find everything insulting. I'm like, hey, the sky's blue. Why it gotta be blue? I'm colorblind, motherfucker. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I just met you. And this is crazy, but shut the fuck up. Anyway, next match.
Are we anywaying? Are we really anywaying? Like, are we anywaying?
Well, what's the next match?
or do you need some more time?
What's the next match?
All right.
Is it Seth Baron?
You want to talk about Seth Baron?
Is that the next match? I don't know what the next match is.
I mean, I don't know if this is the card. I'm looking at Wikipedia. I don't know if this is how the card is going to go. But we can talk about Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Seth Rollins has the Universal Championship, and it is for said title. They are not giving the Universal Championship to Bobby Baron Corbin, especially at this particular time.
Oh yeah.
Baron, you got to get your weight up, and then they're not giving that title to just any old body. Seth Rollins is retaining. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. Seth's winning that free. Oh, there's also the Kofi match. I'm just trying to remember what matches are left. I'm not even looking at a wiki right now.
No, you good. And they're really not gonna give Baron the title overseas in Jeddah with the way they're treating this event.
Mm-hmm.
Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Championship. Of course, Kofi has it. Kofi is keeping it.
Yep.
Honestly, this will be one of the few things where the feud doesn't end, but it's good because then Dolph can keep up his "it should have been me."
He needs to change his music to the fucking NSYNC parody and just be "It Should Have Been Me."
I told you, man. Again, everybody, go ahead and check out the Raw and SmackDown review that we did right before this event. But I told you, man, I liked his delivery and everything.
And again, I'm okay with the premise of the feud. It's just there are times where it's enough.
Delivery is bad, man, and I like Dolph. So yeah, Lars Sullivan versus the Lucha House Party. Lars Sullivan, like, what are we doing here?
Oh yeah, that's there too. Oh my god, I'm not gonna enjoy this.
You picking Lars also?
Yeah, it's Lars. It's his first in match, and they want us to take him seriously.
It is his first match, like, cause he's just been coming in just crushing. He hasn't had an actual match. Well, I mean, he had matches in NXT, but his first main roster match, yeah.
Yeah, they ignore everything you do in NXT.
Look at Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I gonna say? Look at Sanity. Shit. Look at War Raiders. I mean Viking Experience. I mean Viking Raiders.
What's a Sanity?
Exactly.
Okay.
But yeah. So you're saying Lars, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like you said, Kofi. Just like you said, Rollins. Just like you said, Reigns. Just like you said, Finn. We're picking the same people because it's like.
I mean, after the first three matches you listed, it's just we picking the same on everything else.
Because it's like, where's the variation to make it be that this could possibly, especially on what we perceive this event, how it's going to transpire.
Mm-hmm.
How could we possibly pick any other people to win for these matches?
I have no idea.
Usos versus Revival.
Well, there's another match.
Now this one is a little bit of a could be toss up. Because the Revival has actually been shown to not look like complete and utter jokes within the last few weeks, maybe.
True.
Like the last 2 weeks or so. I'm gonna say Usos, but I will say a little bit of a caveat. Gonna say Usos, but I will not be surprised if the Revival wins.
And that's why, just to be different, I will say Revival.
Okay, yeah, see.
But I'm also thinking Usos. But
within the last few weeks, the Revival has been built up to be more credible than Uzi Hot and shaving your back.
Yeah, so. Fucking Uzi
Hot. God. Like I said, man, shout out to the Revival, man, because they sold that shit. Like, they were giving something stupid, and they were like, they went like,
they went in on it.
Dove right in, balls to the wall, just crazy, just like, I got icy hot on my nuts, apparently. I'm freaking out, and they didn't half-ass nothing. But Uzi Hot was so stupid. It was so stupid.
I agree.
Just the entire internet agrees. Okay, so everybody, our picks for the Super Showdown, which is going to be this Friday, June 7th in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, are as follows: Triple H versus Randy Orton. I say Hunter Hearst Helmsley is going to go ahead and get the what's the word, the victor, the pinfall, the win,
The W.
the W over on a Mr. Randall Keith Orton. But Pete says that RKO is going to go ahead and shine and still be the deadliest letters in all sports entertainment. 50-man battle royal. You talk about shot in the dark. We don't even know who's going to be in the match. Like, who's to say who is going to what with the which now? I don't know.
Shot in the dark. And you're
You're
too late.
No, I mean, for all we know, Babatunde could come out in this thing again since he only came out in like the Greatest Royal Rumble for one night. So yeah, and Babatunde could win. But anyway, but because it's such a shot in the dark, literally like who knows? I said Drew McIntyre, Scottish Psychopath, is gonna go ahead and get this one, claim everybody's heads off. Pete says that the A-lister is gonna go ahead and make it the most must see event
I like
in
it.
Jeddah. All right. Then we've got Goldberg versus Undertaker. We've got Mr. You're Next versus Rest in Peace. We have the undefeated streak versus the Dead Man. I said that Goldberg is going to make Undertaker next. Pete said Taker is going to make Goldberg rest in peace.
Yeah, dog, it's the goddamn Undertaker.
Shout out to both of them stealing each other's catchphrases. That shit was dope. And then the rest of them are like, I mean, pretty much no brainers. Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. You both say Braun Strowman is gonna, just like he's not finished with Bobby Lashley, he will be, at least for this, but then he might not be afterwards. Demon Balor versus Andrade. I mean, are they gonna change hands? Is the Demon gonna lose? They high on Andrade, but I mean, come on, y'all. So
I
we both
wouldn't
said
be
Finn.
surprised if this is what they choose to
Dude,
like
it's-
make people want to tune into later ones. Like, see, it's not a filler arc. You should have watched.
If the Demon loses, if this turns out to be a glorified house show, if I'm completely wrong and I got to eat all kinds of crow for calling this a glorified house show, then so be it. But if this turns out to be a glorified house show that means nothing, and then Andrade ends up like going over on Demon Finn in this, I'm gonna be so upset.
Well, I mean, he is Penn Balor after all.
Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon. We both said that the big dog is going to claim his yard.
Wolf, motherfucker.
I mean, pretty much. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. It should have been you, Dolph. Yep. Well, you know what? It's not gonna be you this time. We both picking Kofi.
Yep.
And then we've got Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Bobby Seth Rollins is gonna end up taking this one. So yeah. And I'm running with that shit now. Lars Sullivan versus Lucha House Party. Basically, I'm gonna put it to you like this, y'all. Lars Sullivan versus who? Lars Sullivan versus like, we don't care about you 1, we don't care about you 2, we don't care about you 3. Lars Sullivan versus Cannon and Fodder. Like, come on now. Like, Lars is going to win, and we both said so. The only other time that we differ is the Usos against the Revival. I think that the Uso Penitentiary is going to reign supreme, but Pete says that the Revival is going to show why they are top guys.
I too think the Uso Penitentiary is going to win, but I picked the Revival.
You picked the Revival just to have some variation. Yeah.
Yep. I'll take that hit. I've won a lot of these head-to-heads anyway.
Well, yeah, no, honestly, you have.
I'll take that.
I can't even bullshit. But no, I was gonna say though, like you said, you think the Usos are gonna win also, would you pick the Revival? And like I said, I think the Usos are gonna win, but I won't be surprised if the Revival does. So yeah. But I mean, look, man, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of the 10 matches. Really, we don't know about the battle royal. So 6 out of the 9 matches where we know who's in them, we agreed. When does this happen?
I
Come
mean,
on.
WWE in 2019. What are they gonna say? Yeah, so we got that. Hey, it's conveniently 10 matches again, so we can easily grade it like the last one.
Yeah, there you go.
Or I can easily grade it.
Percentage wise, you mean?
Yeah, when I was like, 60%, yeah, it's a D.
Yeah, right. For Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Money D plus for Money in the Bank, man. Wow.
And I just said D.
But yeah, so I mean, this episode is even short. I said so many and yes, but this episode is even short, like, because there's not much to talk about. You get in, and then you get out. Like,
nobody cares.
there you go, man. Shout out to Jeddah and Saudi Arabia, and I mean that like non-sarcastically as like possible. Like, shout out to y'all. Shout out to WWE for doing another event over there. And I mean, yo, you do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to tune in. I'm going to anyway. So yeah, we'll check it out, and hopefully I'll see some good wrestling at the very least. And if I don't, yeah, oh well.
Pretty much.
But that's how it goes, y'all. Again, please, if you could be so kind, check out the Raw and SmackDown that came earlier in the week before the Super Showdown commences, and that would be for the 3rd and 4th Monday and Tuesday, respectively, for said shows. That being said, if you would like to stay in touch with Jazz, your boy, that would be me, then you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter at SuperJazz2. That would be at SUPERJAZ number 2. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at JAZTCKER. I'm an MC. From time to time, I make music, I rap. So if you want to check out my music, you can go ahead and like my page on Facebook. That would be Super Jazz, SUPERJAZ. Like the page on Facebook. And you can go ahead and check out my music. Me and my friend, I rap, he sings. Not this guy right here, not my other friend, Dita Bionic. He and I have a duo, Same Difference. Look us up on Spotify. Same Difference. The single is Kick the Door In. You have to type in Same Difference, Kick the Door In, because we are not that popular at the moment. And if you'd like to hear some of my solo music, you can check out the lead single, Trust the Bounce, on my upcoming EP, Too Much Free Time. You got to type in Super Jazz, Trust the Bounce. Type it all out, because I'm not that big yet at the moment. And look out for Too Much Free Time, which will be dropping July 26th. Oh, and by the way, Pete, July 26th for Ibn's birthday. Yeah. Because his birthday is the 28th, so I did it the Friday before that.
Nice.
All right, Pete. What's some ways that we can go ahead and contact you, keep in touch with
Well,
you?
you know me, my stuff's more simple. You know what I'm saying? My stuff's more. He said, get annoyed by me. I ain't annoying, dog. Ain't nothing annoying about me. I'm the most chill person you got. Yeah, everybody likes me. Everybody thinks I'm cool. They're like, yeah, Omari's the best. Pete, who's Omari? I don't know who that is. Pete's the best. That's what I am on this channel. Don't question me. I'll be what I want to be. This is what I am. This is what I do. I do what I want. By the way, you want to find me doing stuff what I want? You can find me doing stuff what I want on my own channels, like on my Twitch and on my Twitter and on my YouTube. The YouTube ain't the same as the Twitch and Twitter. Those are Giotavi, Giotavi. The YouTube is spelled grande. You know what I'm talking about? You can find me there, and that's what I'm gonna do. You can find me there, but you won't see my hair because I wear a hat. I wear a hat all the time. I wear a hat all the time because that's what I want to do. Hey, by the way, what time is it? Ooh, it is 9:46 at night. We gotta cut this short, man. Oh yeah.
Did you give all your handles? You gave them so quick, but okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got two things that I got three things total. Two of them are the same thing, and then the third.
But I mean, you said it so fast because
I said it because I saved every video.
Whatever you were just doing. I saved every Anyway, thanks again for listening, y'all. Please, thanks for listening and watching. Now, please, if you feel so compelled, so inclined, leave us a comment, leave us a like. If you didn't like the video, Sometimes you got a thumbs up. That's just the way life is. But seriously, we would love to get a conversation started with you. If you have constructive criticism, then please put it in the comments, as well as just getting a conversation going. We would love to talk to you all. I like talking to him. I know he likes talking to me, but we also want to talk to you. So let's get a conversation going. Let's get some armchair booker roundtables going on in these forums and whatnot. We greatly appreciate you all watching, you all listening, and please continue to return and come back. And that being said, if you need to make an audible, you can always. What can they do, Pete?
Super J.
I hate you so much.
Call it in the ring, baby.
No, we're doing that again. If you need to make an audible, you can always what? What can they do, Pete?
They can always call it in the ring.
All right, then. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Super